Hi everyone, it's Raleigh, and today I'm planning my Hobonichi Cousin for the week of June the 23rd. And this week I've decided to go with a flower theme. So this is one of the washi strip kind of extras from Coffee Monster Co. This was actually from the monthly kit from 2024. I've got some coordinating markers to go with it. I just thought it would be nice and cheerful. It is certainly summer here. The flowers are out, and I have two little flower gardens out front, and I happen to pick kind of purple and yellow flowers. So I thought this would go well. And this week I've decided to do a horizontal setup. So I'm gonna start out by getting these lines down. Okay, I finished up my lines. I had Wren helping me, crawling all over. So there she is, yeah. All right, so I've got the kind of sections for days of the week, and now I'm gonna start to use some of this washi. So I think I'm gonna use, just put these strips, the wider strip across the top. And yeah, it certainly feels like summer. It was warm last week, and then we've had a bit of a heat wave this weekend. But it was nice. I had an opportunity to spend a lot of time with my parents, and we went and got some plants for their gardens, which was nice. So yeah, the flowers theme seemed to work. So I'm going to do the days of the week, and I think I'm going to run them down the left side, but I think I want a little color underneath. So I think I'm going to use one of the purples. I do have the days of the week that are sort of clear, but I also kind of like the look of white around them. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, let me get this down just so that there's a little, hey Ran, a little something. And I'm pretty good visually. I can sort of block out a lot of stuff in the background. I know when some people do their planners when they see kind of the calendar behind there in the top left, etc. But it really doesn't seem to bother me. Okay, so now let me get my days of the week. And yeah, so last week was my first week back at work after being off on a couple of weeks vacation, and things went pretty well. All the preparation I did ahead of time seemed to work, and it was nice to reconnect with my colleagues and some of my clients. And it looks like the next few weeks will be fairly manageable. I also booked time off in July. I kind of have a tradition of when I finish a vacation, I book the next one. And so I'm going to take, I think it's like the last week of July off, and then I'll probably take another week in the fall. I'll see when. But I realized I had more time available than I expected. So I want to make sure that I enjoy it. I'll also probably make a couple of long weekends here and there. Okay, I think that looks nice. Now you know what? I think I do want to put some numbers down too. So maybe we'll just stick them in the bottom corner. Yes, Ren, you help me. And there we go. Yeah, I think that looks okay without the color behind it. Oh, you're helping. Hang on. All right, I got my numbers down with or despite Ren. Okay, so what is next? So I do want to put, I'm going to use work stickers, and I'm going to use yellow behind them, and I'll put them down here. And I have Friday off. I took a wellness day at work because I actually need to take my car in. It's been overdue for service. I actually still have my winter tires on, which is kind of crazy. So it needed, and there's a recall. So, and often when I have to take it in, I will just take it in, and I can get the shuttle where it is. I can get the shuttle to my parents and work from there. But I thought, you know what? It's a Friday. I'm just going to take the day. So some extra time to spend with my folks as well. But I do have 4 days of work, so I'm just using my work stickers, and these ones do have a clear background. And so for the wellness day, I could use a sticky. You know what? I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing, yellow, and just write it in myself. Go. And then I can't believe next week is July, and Tuesday is a holiday, Canada Day here. We are actually, and our company is kind of using the actual July 1st as the day that we're not working. So I do have to go back in on Monday. I could take it off, but I think a couple of colleagues took it off, and I actually don't mind it because I think it's going to be pretty quiet. So it'll be kind of nice. This week will be a short week. Next week will be a short week. Okay, so what is next? So I have a few stickers. I have a few things I need to put in so I don't forget them. So I'll put that in for the appointment, car appointment, and then maybe a little house because I'm going to go to my parents' house for the day. Fine, there we go. Okay. And what else? So I've got to remember I've got to find the recycling, the payday. Oh yeah, Thursday, payday, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. I might have to get my little traveler's notebook out and see my list of things. Oh yeah, Saturday I'm actually driving my parents somewhere, so I have to put that down so I don't forget them. And this is for recycling. I'll put that over here. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I do need to figure out the rest of the washi. I think I am just gonna put the big washi across the rest of the top. Grab that. So hopefully all of you are enjoying your summer. I'm not sure if you're experiencing a bit of a heat wave as well where you are. And hopefully if you have planners yourselves, you're enjoying using them. Hey, Ren. I'm still been using mine. A couple of things I haven't been doing kind of for the last month or so, kind of before my vacation, was the daily pages. So I do have to catch up my daily pages for my vacation. But I want to do that at a time when I can kind of sit and relax because I collected a bunch of stickers and receipts and things I want to put in. And also I do monthly tracking in the front for a couple of things, which I honestly, it just kind of fell away, but I think I'm just gonna hopefully resume that in July. So a few little tweaks, but for the most part, I'm still been using this planner. I love it. And I also do use my traveler's notebook as well. And I do have my Gamify planner too, which I did finish using kind of quote unquote phase 1 before I went on vacation. And so I am going to do a phase 2, but I think I'm going to have it start in July. So hopefully I can get it done this weekend and I'll share a video with that. I really enjoyed it. I don't know there'll be a lot of changes for this phase 2, but we'll see. So over on the right is where I'm going to put a bunch of my lists, and I've decided to kind of use the color swipe and then to-do stickers. Again, these are the clear ones. And I'm just going to put just some random sections here and there. And I think instead of writing kind of what this to-do is for, I'm just going to try and find some stickers to represent them. Because I've got a few things, a little more vacation follow-up to do, getting my pictures together and stuff. I've got a bunch of planner things to do. My planning for next week, of course, but then also the Gamify planner I want to work on and catching up on daily pages. And I have just a few other miscellaneous things, and I want to get into a routine of doing stuff around home. So since I've been back, I sort of got myself resituated. I've been doing kind of tidying up. This past weekend, I actually did tidy up my patio a little bit because my patio is an area of my home I love, but I haven't been spending a lot of time out there. And so I did an initial tidy up and I really like it. So my goal is to every day spend, I want to say an hour, it might be 30 minutes, doing something around my home beyond just kind of the normal tidying that I do. We'll see how that goes. All right, so this is looking pretty good. I do want to use a bit more of this other washi. Maybe I'll put it along the bottom. Hi, Ren. You helping again? Yeah, you know what? This is pretty, so I'll use this along the bottom. Yeah, I really like these colors. Pretty. And I've been watching this past week, several more kind of content creators who kind of focus on planning. Whoops, I Did It Again is one of my favorites. And of course, Helen from Coffee Monster Co. And yeah, it's been interesting. I've also been watching a few videos on people who use kind of the Traveler's Notebook type system, not necessarily specifically Traveler's Notebook, but I really enjoy it for my stuff other than my kind of regular planning. And I realized I missed the mid-year point, but it might be time just to do a little catch up on kind of my whole planner setup, my cousin, my Traveler's Notebooks, and kind of the stuff I just use day to day for organization. We'll see how far we get. But I'm looking forward to, June's flown by, but I think it's because I was away for a couple weeks, but I'm really looking forward to having a couple months of summer and hopefully getting out and about more. My trip was out west in Canada and we spent a lot of time outside, and so it certainly motivated me to want to continue that, even if it's here in Ontario. I also want to see a ball game. One of my friends I didn't get to see a lot this year, so want to visit with them. I also want to see kind of a couple attractions. It was interesting going out west because, you know, you go to some sort of touristy kind of places or like event places, and you know, there's nothing stopping me from doing that here. So I want to try once or twice a month to get out. There's a lot of things, and I'm in the kind of Toronto area, so there's a lot of things I've wanted to see. I've never been to the Ripley's Aquarium, which is shocking because I love animals and I like to go to like zoos and aquariums. So I want to do that. And there's a lot of different festivals and things going on. So hopefully I'll get to a few of those. And as I've been rambling, I'm just putting little icons to represent the different areas where I'm going to have lists. This one is going to be for people to just reach out to and connect with. And I'll put one more here. Oh, that was the wrong marker. It's okay. I can't talk and do and think at the same time. Oh, Ren, I love your little paws. Okay, I don't mind things being crooked, but that's really crooked, so we'll straighten this out. And this will just be for kind of other. I don't know what icon I'll use. I'll think of something for it. But I'm liking the look of this. And okay. And this would probably be easier if I put Ren out of the room, but I just can't. She's just so sweet. And look at those little toes. Okay, just looking for a good sticker that will go for, oh, you know what? I think there's maybe an ideas one. Let me see here. I think I want to use, a smaller one. It's the problem having so many stickers. There we go. Yeah, so that'll be just for other things. I do have a couple other things to take care of, but I'm making some headway. All right, so I'm going to start filling this in, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. Here it is. So I filled a bit more in. I also remembered another appointment I have. And yeah, on the right too, under the home to do, I'm using the sticker that has like each day of the week to hopefully motivate me to do something each day. And before I forget, I need to set up my new Traveler's Notebook notes book. Yeah. And then I've got these little bits of washi that I had left over, so I do want to put them down. Otherwise they'll get wasted. So yeah, so this is what my weekly setup looks like for this week. Hopefully it'll be a good one for me and for you as well. And I will see you soon in a new video with next week's setup and hopefully a couple more. My Gamify planner and maybe an overview. So thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.